Hi there, I'm Josh Royko with MyHobokenHome.com and Elite Realtors of New Jersey, here to share an exciting update to our proprietary market analytics tool. You guys seem to really like our February Hoboken condo sales recap. We've had over 2,000 views from Hoboken and Jersey City locals since we posted it just 6 days ago. And because a lot of you are from Jersey City, I wanted to make sure that we provided similar data for you to analyze. So we are expanding the tool to include, as you can see down here, downtown Jersey City. So you'll notice that the map looks a little bit different than it did in previous iterations of this dashboard. You can see Hoboken up to the north and Jersey City downtown to the south, and then Newport in this area. All right. So since we did a market recap for Hoboken for February 2018, we are going to go ahead and do the same thing for Jersey City. A couple of interesting things to point out. You'll recall on the Hoboken video, I was speaking about how the median price per square foot, when you smooth out all of the individual months and look at 3 and 6 month rolling averages, is trending downward. We saw the 3-month rolling average fell below the 6-month rolling average each of the past 6 months. Pretty strong indicator that the market has leveled off and is pulling back ever so slightly. Just about a 3 or 4% decline in the Hoboken market over the past 6 months. We can look and we'll see a similar story with Jersey City. One of the other things that we're noticing that's another leading indicator of a market shift is the increase in supply. And actually relatively low demand in downtown Jersey City. The market absorption rate more than doubled and went to just over 6 in Jersey City, or downtown Jersey City, I should say. Just 22 sales in the month of February versus right around 120 new listings. So really, really low absorption. Likely due to the Jersey City revaluation. So let's take a close look at Jersey City. You'll notice we have a new filter here for city. I'm going to select JC Downtown for downtown Jersey City. That includes Newport as well. And I'm just going to play with our map a little bit here and go ahead and hone in on downtown Jersey City. And let me just move this around so our legend stays out of the way here. Yep. Okay, so now that we've got a good view of downtown Jersey City, let's talk about what's been going on. You can see the market has kind of leveled off as of, roughly March of 2017, maybe as late as April or May, and has gone pretty flat. We're starting to see a decline over the past 6 months or so, similar to Hoboken. So same type of story, potentially a little bit different reason in Jersey City, with the tax revaluation having very significant impacts downtown. A lot of places in Paulus Hook are seeing 75% to 100% increases in property tax. That combined with the tax reform at the federal level that puts a $10,000 state and local tax deduction on your write-offs for state and local tax really has a profound impact, because a lot of people in the income bracket that live in Paulus Hook and Van Voorst Park and Hurstmas Cove and Hamilton Park have incomes that essentially pay the $10,000 in state tax, and so they're really not getting any benefit from their property tax. They still have the first $750K or so of mortgage interest, but no longer the property tax deduction. So I think that has a lot to do with the slowing of the absorption rate. It was around 3 in January, it doubled to 6, so that means at the rate at which properties are selling, how many months would it take to clear out the existing inventory? The rate they were selling in January, it would have only taken 3 months to clear out the inventory. At the rate they were selling in February, it would have taken 6. So a very significant shift there, and you can see this negative slope in the market for the past 6 months or so. So, as you may recall from the Hoboken recap, one of the unique features that we have with our market analytics dashboard is premium doorman buildings. So, let's take a look at what that means for Jersey City. Okay, so now that that's loaded, you can see where the premium doorman buildings have been identified in Jersey City. I'd love your feedback if you feel like I've missed any. You see some premium doorman buildings in the Newport area. You see 2 2nd Street. You see 77 Hudson should pop up here. We have places like 161st Street, the Oakman, 65 2nd Street as well. Trump Plaza at 88 Morgan, Sugar Lofts at 174 Washington, and then 1 Green Street as well. So you can see we can isolate the premium doorman buildings, look at how they're doing. On a price per square foot basis, you can see pretty flat going back to mid-2016, a little appreciation in here. And then it's kind of dropped off in the past 5-6 months or so. Very marked pullback in terms of dollars per square foot. You can see a 3 and 6 month rolling average north of $900 per month. And then in the February timeframe, you can see that has pulled back to 889.6 as an average. We can take a look at the median, which is what I like to typically look at. Paints a better picture of the typical condo. Similar narrative, pretty steep negative slope over the past few months. If we look at February, premium doorman buildings, you'll see 893.7. If we exclude them, we're going to see a significant drop because these premium doorman buildings get a premium per square foot. All right, so 722.5, so well below the 3 and 6 month rolling averages that were in the $745, $750 range. All right, so let's take a look at the 1 bedroom market. We'll do 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms. And we'll apply. Taking a look at excluding premium doorman buildings, and you can see in here from early 2017 forward, we've had a bit of a pullback in Jersey City. I think as people became aware of the impending revaluation, that certainly became a factor that people were thinking about. So it looks like the peak here would have been in early 2017. So if we look at that, it looks like May. And we can see it's declined fairly significantly on a price per square foot basis. Looks like we had in February a median price per square foot that fell below $700 per foot, 693.2. Got to go all the way back to about November of 2016 to get below that. So the market has dropped off to about where it was 17 months ago or so. All right, looking at the pricing, we'll take a look at, instead of price per square foot, price. Pretty flat as well. Similar story to Hoboken. The average size has gotten a little bit bigger, so you can see we're not seeing much of a decline in the average price. What we are seeing is a increase in the size of the condos that are selling, so we maintain this positive slope. When you normalize on a price per square foot basis, same thing happens. You see the market has pulled back just ever so slightly. All right, looking at the 2 bedrooms, go ahead and hit apply here. Same thing on price. Looks like it's been doing pretty well. A slight pullback the past 3 months or so on price, but I'm guessing we'll see a flatter, if not negative slope, when we adjust this on a price per square foot basis to control for size. Some median price per square foot, flat in through here. We did see a bit of an increase in the fourth quarter of 2017, and then a flattening or a drop in February. So if we're looking at February, 737.4 for our 2 bedrooms. That's excluding premium doorman buildings. Let's look including only. All right, so relatively flat. You can see going back to September 2016, 3 and 6 month rolling averages, roughly in the same range we're at now. It looks like it's declined some from here. So 87.60 per foot for the premium doorman buildings in February 2018. So we're back to about where we were, again, 18 months ago or so. Okay, so if we go ahead and move on to the price for our 2-bedroom doorman building. All right, pretty flat going all the way back to about July of 2016. We saw an outlier in January. Again, we're talking about premium doorman buildings, so it's relatively low volume. A lot of times you're talking about city views, so this looks like 2 2nd Street. Certainly played a factor. And then a significant drop off in February. So again, overall, excluding the outlier of January, very flat over the past 18 months or so for the premium doorman buildings for 2 bedrooms. All right, that's on a price basis. We're going to go ahead and jump over to 3 bedrooms. We'll start with the premium doorman buildings because that's the default view that we have right now. Again, as with Hoboken, very low volume in 3-bedroom premium doorman buildings. Average pricing of median pricing of $2.325 million. We should get a little more interesting information on price per square foot basis. It looks kind of similar, $1,353 per foot. We are talking really low volume here. Yep, just 2 transactions for 3-bedroom premium doorman buildings. One thing you can do is you can always click on it and look at your sales, and you'll see which sales were included in the calculation. So we're talking about extremely low volume, not enough to really get anything out of it. All right, let's exclude the premium doorman buildings, see what we come up with. Should see significantly more volume. And we do. Price per square foot dropped significantly as well. We're looking at $874 in median square foot for February. But if we look at 3 and 6 month rolling averages, we're pretty flat going all the way back to late 2016 or so. So not a whole lot of movement. Past couple of months, again, we're probably talking pretty low volume here. We can click to find out. Yeah, very low volume, just 1 3-bedroom. So don't read too much into these 3-bedroom data. That's why I don't go through studios and why I don't go through 4 bedrooms, because the volume is incredibly low and not enough to really get much out of market trends. So that's kind of what we're looking at on a price per square foot basis. We go over to price. All right, same type thing, pretty flat for 3 and 6 month averages. We had a spike last summer, but overall very flat. February, not too bad. If we click on February, should see relatively low volume. We have the 1 transaction, so not enough to really tell. In any case, that is the February 2018 recap